Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. This week you guys, I am going to be showing you guys how I make my chocolatey marble cakes. If you guys have ever ordered a cake or especially from your local, grocers like the Publix and so forth, you guys, they give you a choice of the vanilla, the chocolate, the marble. So yeah, this week in the kitchen, we're going to be making the marble cake using only one cake mix. So what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to go ahead and get started. If you're interested on how I make my marble cakes, stay tuned. This is one you probably don't want to miss, because instead of ordering your marble cakes all the time, you can make them yourself. So yeah, guys, if you're interested, go ahead and stick around. If you're new to the channel, do not forget, you already know what to do. Hit that subscribe button. Come on back each week, preferably each Sunday, because we have different dessert ideas that are so easy to make. My dessert ideas will be easy for the person who's beginning to bake, who's beginning to cook, all the way up to the more experienced cookers and bakers. So yeah, I'm glad you guys have found the channel. Don't know how you found it, but you found it, and stick around. So first things first, you guys, I had to get some light going in here so you guys can be able to see me a little bit better and see the things that we will be using in today's video. Guys, I talk a little bit fast, so I hope you guys can keep up with me. Yeah, not sure where I get it from, but I talk like blah, 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 blah. I go a mile a minute. But anyway, you guys, what we're going to be using is the Nestle's chocolate syrup. You can use whatever type of chocolate syrup you would like to use. It does not really have to be the Nestle. I just saw this one and I picked it up. But you can use whatever you have in your pantry, because here in this channel, we try to use what we have. There's no need to go out and buy stuff if you already have it, okay? The next thing I have is the canola spray pan, spray oil. Again, whatever you guys have in your pantry. Of course, we have our white cake mix. We have our oil, we have our eggs, and we have water. And we have our, actually, instead of the cake, we're gonna do the cupcakes, the marble swirl cupcakes. So I have my handy dandy baking dish here. First things first, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get our white cake mix. If you guys can see that, it's just by Duncan Hines. We're gonna go ahead and get that opened up, get it over into our mixing bowl here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and move the camera so you guys can see exactly what I'm doing here in the bowl. And yeah, let's get started. Okay, you guys, I'm gonna adjust the camera that way you can see it a little bit better. So we have our cake mix here. What I'm gonna do is go ahead and get this opened up, and we're gonna go ahead and get it over into our mixing bowl. Okay, just like so. And again, this is just your basic white cake mix. If you would like to make it from scratch, you can do that as well. Your cupcakes, that's fine. Okay, so you guys can see that. I have my white cake mix here. I'm gonna grab a whisk really quickly, guys. That way I can get the clumps out of this cake mixture. This is not something you have to do, but I just like to do it sometimes when I see a lot of clumps in my batter. I like to, kind of get them clumps out before I start. Okay. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with my water, and you can use milk as well. I really don't have to tell you guys about the measurements, because on the back of your box, it tells you guys how much of everything you need. So that way you guys can see it from there. Okay. So if you guys can see that, I'm just mixing in the water into the cake mix batter. Okay. Okay. What we're going to do next, guys, we're going to go ahead over into our batter with our vegetable oil. And don't forget your measurements are on the back of your box. Your box, your cake box, your measurements. Okay? Because I don't know, some people be like, well, what's the measurements? And again, I'm just showing you guys how I do it. I'm not here to teach you guys this. To just give you ideas on the different things that you can make in the kitchen. And again, these are very simple recipes, and anybody can really keep up and follow these. That's the reason why I try to find the most easiest, simplest stuff. That way the people who aren't really bakers and cookers can easily you know, make these types of desserts or food ideas and stuff, so forth. Okay, so we have our first egg in there. We're going to go ahead and beat this, and if you would like, you just go ahead and use your whisk if that's something that you would like to do. But if you've been watching my channel, you know I just like to use my handy dandy spoon. So yeah. Okay, so we got our one egg in there. We're going to come over with another egg and get that over into our batter. So the interesting part is making the swirl, you guys. That's going to be the interesting part. And I know sometimes when I order cakes, they'll ask me, well, do you want the vanilla, chocolate, or marble? And sometimes I do tell them marble, but I was like, you know, I can make that myself. But sometimes you don't always want to cook, or always want to prepare stuff. And, you know, that's when I just, you know, like to cater or have it done for me. Why not? We can be lazy sometimes. Okay, so get that mixed up real good. So there's my batter. And it'd be a lot more easy if you guys use your mixer, but I'm just used to using my spoon. I do use my mixer, my hand mixer sometimes, but yeah. So we have that, and here's the part that's going to be kind of fun and a little bit different, guys. So this is our the white batter. So what we're going to do, we're going to take a little bit of this white batter, and I'm going to show you guys what I'm going to do. Not too much of it, but just a little. I like these bowls, you guys, because if you guys can see, it has like a little pour spout there for you. Okay, so we're just gonna get just a little bit of the white cake batter. Okay. Okay, we're gonna put the white batter to the side while we work with our let's just move this here while we work with our batter here. What we're gonna do with this, you guys, this is gonna be the fun part. The chocolate syrup that, you know, I showed you guys in the beginning, what we're gonna do here is we're gonna take a little bit of this chocolate syrup and we're gonna pour a little bit into this batter, and we're gonna mix it up. And this is what's gonna make our chocolate swirl. So let's see. So we're just gonna keep mixing until we get the chocolate color that we want. I think I want it a little bit more browner, if you can say. Okay. Or you can use like just two cake batters. But this video here, I'm just showing you how to do it with one ingredient, you know, one flavor of cake. Okay. So I think that's a good color. Okay. So I think that's good for me. Don't forget, guys, you can do it to whatever brown or chocolate that you want to do it as. So this is what I came up with. Okay, I'm going to get this spoon rinsed off, and then we're going to come back and we're going to start mixing the batter into our cupcake holder. You may also need like a another spoon or like a little knife to make your swirls when you start mixing the batter. So now here we go. We have our dish here, our cupcake thing. Did I say cupcake thing? Our cupcake pan. And that's when we're going to go ahead and start getting our batter over. So we have 12 slots here. We're going to see how many we can get. How many cupcakes we can get out this batter. Okay. It would be good, you guys, if we had like a piping bag to get the mixture out, because otherwise it could easily make a mess, if you guys know what I mean. All right. So we're just gonna keep going. And you just keep going until you've made your desired amount of cupcakes. Okay, you got that one. This is really fun for your kiddos, you guys. I know Carter, he likes to swirl the swirly batter cakes and cupcakes and so forth. Okay, just like so, nothing complicated. Just recently, we're now in what, March, Carter's birthday, my birthday as well, because Carter and I was, we share the same birthday, January 27th. For Carter's birthday, we were actually about to get the marble cake, but we decided just to go ahead and get a vanilla one. But yeah, okay, so we have our vanilla. We're going to go ahead and we're going to grab another spoon and we're going to get some of our chocolate over into it. Okay, so here we go with our chocolate. We're going to give that a stir and we're going to go ahead and start getting some of this over into the batter. And remember, guys, you can top your marble cakes or cupcakes with whatever you want. You could do a powdered sugar. You could do icing. I was thinking more along the lines of a Cool Whip, you know, topping on here. But we'll see. Okay. So let's do, since we are done with our chocolate batter, we'll do half vanilla and half swirl. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and take our handy dandy knife and we're gonna get that in there. You guys can see that. Okay, then we're gonna come back, you guys, and we're gonna add some more of our vanilla topping, our vanilla mix. May have to take a little bit out of this one because like we got a little bit too much in there. So it's okay. We could just take a little bit out and just go ahead and add it over into one of our other cupcakes. Okay. So just like so, you want to go ahead and get your mix cleaned up. You don't want that all over your okay. So once you've got your batter in your your cake mix. You know, we're going to take a little bit out of this one because it looks like that one may overflow. We're going to add it into one of these. So just like so, just take it and scoop it into one of your other. Okay. So there we have it. We're going to go ahead and get them over into the oven. And again, just look at the back of your box. It's going to tell you how long you're going to keep these in for. It all depends on your pan size, the length of time you're going to keep it baking. So let's take a peek here, and it's going to tell us for, let's see. Okay, for our cupcakes, it's going to be 18 to 21 minutes. Boom, there you go. 18 to 21 minutes over into your oven. And then we're going to take these bad babies out, and then we're going to figure out what we're going to top them with. So if you guys, I'm going to hold it up. You guys can see that. I hope you guys can see this pretty well. The angle that I have the camera. And yeah, we're going to get them over to the oven. Once I get these into the oven and back out, I will be back and we will start icing the cupcakes. Okay, you guys, we are back. We are back, and it's time to go ahead and get over our icing onto our cakes here. So what we're going to do, first things first, is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take out some of this white icing, and just your regular white icing. Go ahead and get it over into the bowl. If you want a white icing, that's perfectly fine. You can go ahead and drizzle your white icing on, but I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make it a chocolatey icing. And you could just get your typical chocolate icing or whatever you want to put on top, but we're just going to go ahead, since we already started off with our chocolate syrup, we're just going to go ahead and get that over into our icing mix. Not too much. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get it mixed up. And it's a little thick, so I'm going to pop this into the microwave for a second or so and let it loosen up. Okay, so now if you guys can see that, it's a little bit more runnier, and we're just going to go ahead and start drizzling. And yeah, drizzle however much you want. And just give it a little bit of a, you know, glaze or whatever, just to give it a little bit of sweetness to it. If it was up to me, I wouldn't put any on here, but of course, you know, the kids, they probably would want a little bit of icing on these. So yeah, there you have it. Not too much drizzle. Okay, we're gonna add a little bit more to this one. And yeah. Okay, so yeah, that's that. If you guys can see, I didn't put too much, I didn't overdo it, just enough. Okay, grab Okay. So if you guys can see that up close, not too much, just a little. Okay. Gonna go ahead and cut open one just a little so you guys can see what the inside looks like. And if you guys can see that. Okay, trying to get it all around for you guys can see. So yeah, there you have it. That's your swirl, either a swirl cake you guys can create or a swirl cupcake. You guys can see that nice swirl to it. And that's the gist of it. If you would like to make a nice swirl cupcake or cake, that's how you do it. Pretty easy, pretty simple, nothing to it. Yeah, so the next time you're thinking about, you know, ordering that swirl cake, just go ahead and make it yourself. It's so easy. You know, anybody can do it, and it does not even take that long. It'll save you a lot of money. So what I'm gonna do, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get our little cakes over into here. That way we can just put them onto our cake dish here. And that's just the gist of it. Nothing too complicated. I hope this was easy for you guys. Like I say, I try to do easy stuff for you guys. Something that you could just whip up real quick and doesn't take a lot of thought and a lot of time. Because a lot of times, you know, we are busy and we don't have time to really get in the kitchen and cook and make, you know, really, you know, hard and tedious things. So yeah, so until the next video, guys, I will see you guys in the next video. If you are new to the channel, do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe, as well as share the video. If you know someone who loves to bake, share this video with them. Give me a thumbs up, a like. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Come back each Sunday for a different dessert idea. Until the next video,